How to create a Jobber account. What exactly is Jobber? Jobber is a jobs management platform where servicemen and women like roofers, plumbers, electricians, HVAC installers can create jobs, send invoices, manage clients, and even receive payments. So, if you are in any of those fields, Jobber is for you. Now, for the pricing for Jobber, if we come to pricing here, you're going to see they have three pricing plans. That's for individuals and the Grow, Connect, and Core. $120, $72, and $24 each. For teams, the same plans go higher, 200, 104, and it follows suit. There is no core plan for teams. Now, I'm just going to be creating a free account. I'll be starting the free trial as you see here. I'm going to put in my email address and go to next. Now I'm going to add my password here. Now I've clicked on start a free trial. I don't want to save this. And it's redirecting me. After verifying my account, I'm brought to this screen and it says your free trial is now active. I'm just going to add my information here, my first name, my last name, and my phone number. Next, it brings me to this screen. Tell us about your business. I'm going to say the business we are. That's my business name. And I'm going to say we're involved in plumbing. Next, your plumbing business at a glance. How many people work for you? I'll say 2 to 3 people. You have to select this. I'm going to, how many years have you been in business? 10 plus years. Next, let's fine tune your Jobber experience. What was your estimated revenue? What's your estimated revenue for this year? I'll say 150 to 500K. Next, and it says, what is your top priority next? I want to get more customers and I want to run, let me just say I want to get more customers. Next, we'd love to know, how did you hear about us? I'll just say, let's say YouTube ad. I found about them from a YouTube ad. And now we are going to the next. Limited time offer. No, I will say no thanks. I'll continue with the free plan for now. And it's taking me to the onboarding screen. You can see it's loading all the assets and everything. And it's customizing my dashboard based on my services. So right off the bat, I'm brought to this particular dashboard. At this point, the next thing we need to do is to create a client. So you see on this part, we can just do a walkthrough first. Here on the schedule tab, you can see your calendar. And if you have any jobs scheduled, you're going to see them here. It's going to be blocked on this particular day. And you can schedule particular actions here. You can schedule jobs here. And if I come to clients, we don't have any client yet. So what we're going to have to do is to create a new client here. And we're going to add all their information. Then request, we can see request here. This is where we are going to see requests that we've received from other clients requesting jobs for us. And then quotes. This is where we are going to see quotes which we have sent to clients. So this is where we're going to see them. And then jobs. Under this jobs tab, we are going to see all the jobs that we are currently executing. And then invoices, we are going to see all invoices we've sent out to clients for jobs done. And then under marketing, we can see things like emails and all the like. So this is a very, very important part of what you're going to be doing. You can track your leads here. You can track referrals. You can track campaigns if you're running campaigns and a lot more. And then we can see referrals. We can see website. We can see reports here. We can also see our expenses here. And then we can add some apps. If I come to the apps tab, we can add things like QuickBooks, Company Cam, which is a photo-based solution. We can add QuickBooks, which is for accounting. We can add Zapier, which is for for automation. And then you see add Krita, all of this, inventory, authorize.net for payments, Bonus Up, Conju. There are so many here which you can use. You can use MailChimp for email marketing, PayPal for receiving payments, and then the list goes on. There are so many. But I want to first create a client. So come on the client, and then I'm going to click on New Client. So the name of this new client, I'm going to say Mr. and then I'll see Joe Long. I'll say Joe Long. And then the phone number of this person, I'm just going to add their phone number right now. I've added their phone number and their email address. So if they have another email address, you can add it here. And then you can automate notifications, yes, quote follow-up, assessment, and visit reminders. So for this particular client, if you have a job with them, you get follow-up emails, automated invoice follow-up, quote follow-up, and all the like. You can add their address. You can see 351 something street, but this is going to have to be in the US or somewhere around there. So this is the information for the client, and you can see billing address is the same as property address. Well, we could say yes, but I don't think so. For most of them, they live in a different place. These are not home. We are not sending to just homeowners, but mostly property developers. So we can also put something here. This is just an imaginary. All of these are imaginary addresses. I'll click on Save Client. Now, if you look at this particular page, you can email the customer directly by just clicking this, and it's going to send them an email. Unfortunately, I will not be able to do this because we can't do it on a free trial. And you can see here, you see an overview of everything about the customer. You see their property, and you're going to see other things here like requests, quotes, jobs, and all that. Now, very importantly, there are certain things which are not included in the forms which you create and which you create for the clients by default. So one thing you need to do is go to settings and click on settings here. Now, where you see custom fields, first of all, before going ahead, custom fields, you can fill in your company information here. You can put in your phone number, your website, your email address, street address, and everything. And then you can add your working hours. For tax purposes, you can also add your tax ID name and your tax ID number. And then you can create your tax rate. You can put your everything, fill in all this information and save. Now, what I want to focus on is this custom fields. I'll click on custom field. Now, note that when creating form and filling in information, there are things which you may not be able to do right off the bat, but you can create custom fields and make them transferable. Take, for example, if you want to add a custom field to a quote, you can add that here and make sure you make it transferable, and it's going to apply to all quotes, and then you can put the custom field name. You can say maybe build to, and it's going to be an input text or something of that sort, or maybe something. And this is going to apply to every quote which you are sending to a client. By default, you don't see this on the form which is provided, but this is going to have to apply to every one of them. So you can create that. And then for jobs, for job custom fields, or let's say for property custom fields, you may want to ask number of rooms, and then they will fill in a number. So for every property, you want this particular value to be there, and then you just leave the unit as it is and you create custom field. Let's say we'll just make it a text, and they're going to have to fill this particular number. It's good, and make it transferable. Make sure you make it transferable. Now, for your products and services, this products and services tab, we'll come to this tab. You see there are a number of services here: dishwasher installation, drainage cleaning. That's because we said we are a plumber. So if there is any of these which you offer, you can click on it and customize it. We'll just click on this. So we can see, yes, it's the service or is it a product? And dishwasher installation, you can customize it. You can change the description. You can put the cost here. Let's say dishwasher full installation. You can customize it. Full installation. And then you can customize the description too. And you can let AI rewrite it, make it cheerful. So this AI is going to rewrite it. This is made it longer. And let's see, for the cost is $100. That's the cost, markup, the unit price and all that. We are not going to use unit price because it's not the product. And then you can upload an image here. I'll just go to pexels.com. I'll go to pexels.com. This is pexels.com. I'll say dishwasher. And I'm going to find the picture of the dishwasher here. I'm now going to upload that photo of the dishwasher. I'll click, and this is it. So you can say this is exempt from tax. This is available on quote, jobs, invoices, and all that. If you don't want this to be available on quote, you can remove that, so you will not be able to select this particular job. And then online, these settings are only available for online bookings, and you can click and manage them under online booking services. And then I'll just update this. Let's say, for example, there is a job somewhere. If I click on this particular one and you don't want it, you can delete it. Like probably maybe you don't do drainage cleaning, you can delete it from here. And if there's one which you don't see here, you can add it from scratch as a new job, and then you save that. Under branding, you can add a lot about your company logo. If you have a PDF, you can add it here. You can add your company logo here. Under expense tracking, you will see it's going to bring you, this is for accounting and all that. You can add new codes and all that. And then for automations, this is where you can use things like Zapier. You can do workflows. So if you send a job or a quote to a client and within 2 days they have not responded, you can send them a follow-up message. And then here you can send a follow-up after 5 days. Of course, you can customize this and make it maybe 6 days. You can click here and make it 6 days, and then make sure to save that. And then you can say, we'd love to hear your feedback. You can customize even that. And then for invoices, follow up with the client 1 day on the day the invoices are due. Yes, you can send that, or you could see the next day or the day before. You can customize all of these workflows from here. And then you can manage teams from here. If I click on manage team, you can see it from here. So you could add other team members here. You could add users who can, and you're going to have to determine their level of access. You can give them limited worker status dispatcher, and you can see the description of what each status entails. And then you can do schedules here, time tracking, and notes. If I now come back, if I should come back right now, under work settings, you see, yes, we can send quotes, and then we can also give jobs, add window after start time. That is a buffer. And then visit titles. This is how your messages are going to be sent, and it's going to have, you can assign it to somebody here, and invoice reminders too. Reassign all complete invoice reminders. And I'm just going to leave it here. One last thing, you can look at the client hub. So this is going to give you an overview of your client and everything. So this is how the information is going to be, presented. You can see an approval code, and you can approve down. You can see client request code. You can approve, and then you can also see appointments, how they are going to appear. That, in a nutshell, is an overview of Jobber. But before we go, let's go to quotes. Let's go to quotes. And you can send a quote from here. You can create a new quote from here. Let's say you want to send a quote to a client. I'll just click on new quote. And quote 4, you can choose the client from here. Maybe among your clients, we already created this client, or you could click and create a new client right from here. I'm just going to say it's going to be sent to Joe Long, and the job title is dishwasher installation quote. So you can add your logo. I'm not going to do that for now. And when you look here, you see the custom fields which we had added. You see a build tool, that is it. And you can also add another custom field right from here, but we are not going to do that. I'm going to leave it as it is. So this is the custom field we created. And so it's going to be built to the person, Joe Long, because some companies have company policy, you must do this build to. And then for the product of services, I'm going to choose dishwasher installation. That is it, dishwasher full installation. And I'm going to have to specify the price. The price here is going to be 100, at cost. I'm going to say 100 euros. I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not going to add any cost. You can add other items, add all optional line items, but I'm going to leave it the way it is. So is there a deposit they must make? Is there a deposit they must make? Or are you giving them a discount? You can add a discount here. Let's say you could add a percentage. Let's just say 10% discount. And that is it. You see, they are going to pay 90 euros instead of dollars. Is there required deposit? Yes, let's say 50%. You can make it a flat deposit of maybe 30 euros. I'll just say 60%. So of the $90 they are to pay is going to be $54. And then you can add the message, say, hey, this is the quote. This is the quote. And then you can write your disclaimer here. So this code is valid for the next 30 days. Yes. And then internal notes to yourself, you can write them here. And you can add other files here. Let's say PDF about yourself. You can add that file. I'll just add this picture to show them what it's all about. And then you can save and send quote. Send as email. You can convert it to a job. If you've already agreed with them, I'm going to send as an email. And the client is going to receive that email. So this is it. This is in a nutshell. I'm going to say, send me a copy. It's going to email a copy to me. I'm going to allow all these attachments, and I'm going to click to send an email. So it's been sent, and the status here, it's awaiting response. So in a nutshell, that is how to use the Jobber software. If you got any value out of this video, or if you have any questions or anything video you want me to create, put that in the comment section. Please like this video, turn on the notification bell so that when I put out videos like this, you'll be the first to be notified. God bless you. Peace.